Hi friends! Just gonna talk to the crows while people show up. I'm gonna take my braid out. It's a partial braid. I see two people. Oh, let me fix the messages. All messages are visible. How's it going? Alright, here's some weird bird noises. Hi Heather! How are you? Tristan! Hi! Hi Barbie! Heather, I love that you can watch YouTube while you're at work. It's like everyone's dream. Okay, just taking out my braid. Oh, my hair still smells like shampoo, but I can't see. Right. Crystal, hello. Hi, Lorianne. Lorianne, did you say something controversial? You retracted your message. Hi, Ellen. Hi, John. Okay, the last time I live stream, I cried. This time I am not going to cry, but I'm still feeling sad. So please, if you guys want to message me later and tell me something sad that's going on, but I'm not going to cry right now. So please don't tell me anything sad. Thanks. Lorianne, you are my favorite second cousin something. Wait, what are we again? I lost past first cousins. I can never get it straight. Of course, people are going to come in the middle of this and not realize that I don't want to hear anything sad. Yeah, no crying. So, yeah, I was thinking that I should celebrate being on YouTube for 5 years, but it's actually been 4 years. And 4 years doesn't really sound as exciting as 5 years. So then I just decided to live stream for no reason, really, other than to just talk about things that make us laugh. And I'm a little bummed because I got a phone call this morning from the fake Social Security Administration. And once again, I didn't charge my tablet. So I wanted to call them back. So yeah, I'm trying to remember when exactly I did my first public video, and I think that was in June. It was either May or June. Or I get it mixed up because like I made a video public and then it took maybe a month before I figured out how to monetize my channel. Like I wasn't sure if I was gonna monetize or not. So, hi baby, baby, baby. I always call Music Logic baby because I have this video where I was talking to a romance scammer, and a lot of the romance scammers will just call you baby. And so I thought, I wonder what this guy's tolerance is for the word baby. And I think I used the word baby in our conversation about 400 times. I used it in song lyrics, and unfortunately, he was actually amused by it and started calling me baby more, and it just really backfired. So, maybe you guys haven't seen that one. My romance scammer videos aren't nearly as popular as my phone conversation videos. But it was fun doing the voice word. Baby, 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 baby. He was so dumb. So, yeah, it's been 4 years, and I'm approaching 25,000 subscribers. Well, I'm like 900 away from 25,000, which kind of blows my mind. I don't really know what I was expecting when I first started, but I first recorded a conversation for the amusement of my Facebook friends, and they were highly amused. So, and I had thought about starting a YouTube channel for a while. I just didn't know what it was going to be about. Um, but one of my best friends said, "Well, maybe this is your thing. Maybe you found your thing." Um, I had thought about doing one where it's just like all singing, but then you run into the copyright issues, and people are really mean when it comes to music. Like, they're very like hypocritical. Except it hasn't been that way with when I share my singing here, because it's basically people who are already subscribed who watch my singing videos, and they've been very nice about it. If I put myself out there as, look at my music channel, then yeah, mean people would come out. Hi, Brett. Yes, everybody has their own taste when it comes to music and voices and stuff. I mean, just like, we can't like every single person we know, and I don't expect everyone to like me, and I don't expect everyone to like my voice. But I think people can at least be nice if they don't like someone's voice. So, Heather, how did you scare your coworker? All right, so I was gonna see if this number was still working. Probably not. At this hour, I don't usually get any scammers to answer, and I shared this with my scam baiting friends.
To our voicemail system, you have reached the mailbox of 7464. At the tone, please record your message. When you have
They
finished
probably
recording,
ended their
press
scamming
pound
day.
or simply hang up.
Penis. That wasn't very creative. Sorry. Um, yeah, I think they just kind of stay on our hours, pretty much. American hours. I think they're nocturnal. Heather, oh, you screamed high pitch at your coworker? Um, all right. Catching up. Want to say hi to everyone. Hi, Diana. I thought if I live streamed outside, something entertaining might happen. Like maybe I'll get attacked by a squirrel. Brett G wants to know, have you ever talked to / watched Kit Boga? Yes, I've watched quite a few Kit Boga videos, but I've never had a conversation with him. I've left comments on his videos, but yeah. I don't expect Kit Boga will ever talk to me because, I'm small potatoes. So, need some water. Hi, Cobweb. But I think Kit and I could do an old lady collab. So, you know, he just doesn't know that it would be amazing. And we could get in a little old lady argument, and we could try to help each other with our computer issues. So it's okay. Um, Kit might know who I am in another 4 years. Thanks, Brett. Yeah, if you want to put in the good word for me. We couldn't collaborate in person because of the pandemic. I think it would be best if we were actually both right there. Yeah, I think I do my best when I'm like playing off of another person. So, oh, Diana, you're trying to find the other emojis? Oh, see you later, Barbie. Ellen, that was really fun to collab with Deo. Um, let's see, can I leave a comment in the chat? I mean, not that I need to, but no, I don't see a way to do that on here. I could do it on my. Oh, you did it. I haven't been able to get the winking one working for me. So when you do channel memberships, you make your own emojis. Oh, they show up more clear for me on here than they do on my computer. On my computer, I can't really see what my face is doing, but I will live stream squirrels attacking me if they would just come attack me, but they probably won't. I read a funny thing about a guy who was laying in his hammock, and he thought his cat was outside with him, so he invited him into the hammock with him, and it turned out to be a raccoon. I can't really explain how funny it was. I'd have to find it and show it to you. Oh, Crystal, isn't that so exciting for you that you can use my custom emojis? I didn't know how to make cartoon ones. Like, I'm not good at that, and I didn't want to bother anyone and say, "Hey, can you make some for my channel?" So, yeah, it looks, I think, kind of narcissistic to make emojis of your own face, but that's what I came up with. You love trash pandas? Oh, thanks, Cobweb. Yeah, I did manage to make the music notes by myself without any help, and I had to resize things quite a few times. When I first tried it, it came out really tiny, and yeah, I'm not a graphic design artist. Oh, so let me flip this around. Ah, it's gonna tip over. Um, I thought I could flip the camera. No. Where's the camera flipping? Oh, here it is. Hi, Art Lady. Okay, look, you guys. This is the first time our yellow roses have bloomed, and I've been wondering, what's that bush over there? I don't know when that went in, but I came out here, and it brightened my day to see that we have some yellow roses. Um, and we have, you won't be able to see them, but we have some tadpoles in our pond. So, hi, desert goat. All right, I'm gonna flip it back to my face. I always get excited when there's something new in my garden. Am I slanty? Thanks, Brett. Okay, I'm getting some glare. All right, what was I gonna say? I got distracted for a moment by the roses. Oh, bye, Cobweb. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, you're trying bonsai, Brett? Okay, I'll call you Goat. Um, my son actually has a little bonsai from a class he took, but it ended up at a friend's house. We might get it back. So I'm trying to quickly organize. We can't have a party because of the pandemic, but I'm trying to organize some sort of going away thing for our son who's joining the army, and we're not supposed to say when he's going exactly because, I would have to kill you if I told you, sort of thing. Um, so that's been the thing that's, had me on the edge lately. But I thought it would be fun if people came by on the 4th of July and left cards for him and decorated the lawn with patriotic looking things, and just trying to make the best of it. Oh, Brett, I have the tiny red spiders out here. Spider mites? Is that what you're talking about? I actually have some on the bench right next to me here. And the other day they were getting all over me, and then I came inside and I was still finding them on me, and I was not happy about it. Heather says it's someone else's turn to come to the register. Sweet. Hi, Priscilla. So, if any of my channel members are watching, I don't know if everyone is getting the extra content I'm putting up, but the way you find the extra stuff is in the community tab section. So if you go and click on my channel, you should see a thing that says community tab. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm not actually giving you extra stuff. So I've put up some unedited videos and an extra thing about a conversation I had with a scammer where I used the sultry voice. Hot pepper dusting might help with the spider mites. I've seen a few different ideas from friends. Diana, that's fine. Every time I see the emojis, it makes me laugh. Um, oh, did you guys, okay, if you have Netflix, have you watched the Eurovision movie with Will Ferrell and Rachel? Is it McAdams? Why am I don't know. Oh, if people leaving comments for me. Um, that movie was just what I needed. I just needed something stupid. but but I also thought it was pretty funny. But I love Will Ferrell. Just basically everything he says sounds funny to me. Like if he were to come over to my house, he could say, "Hey, do you have any broccoli?" And just the way he says it would probably make me laugh really hard. I don't know why, just everything he says sounds funny. And I haven't even seen all of his movies because um, I don't tend to watch rated R movies, so I haven't seen. I don't know which ones, but But yes, I was just starting to learn about Eurovision from my friend the Simply Things, who has a YouTube channel, and he absolutely loves Eurovision. So I was telling him as I was learning about it, oh, it's kind of like a musical Olympics for Europe. So like each country has someone representing. So I watched the movie, and then afterwards he was asking what I thought about it, and then he told. I don't want to give anything away. Okay, he was telling me about stuff that really happened, and that just made it funnier. So I think it's probably extra funny for people who are really familiar with it, but it was still funny to me. So it has Pierce Brosnan as his dad, and Diana. Oh, that scammer. Yeah. Um. Oh, that was a different one. So about the sultry voice, I was thinking about making a confession video about this. I don't know. Would it ruin it if I talked about it right now, or should I just make a separate video later? And I mean, I could talk about it now and then make a video. I don't know. People, a lot of people don't tend to watch live streams like after the fact, especially when it's just blah 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 blah. Um, is the chat frozen? Hi Philip, how are you? All right. Um, will you guys tell me when it's about 7 o'clock my time? I have to get a pot roast out of the oven. I'm feeling very proud of myself that I made a real dinner today. Um, I don't know. It's just gotten more and more difficult to be productive the longer this pandemic has gone on. Hi, Smile. Oh, thanks so much. Okay. So years ago, I went to my friend's apartment in Seattle with our other friends. And this was shortly after my long illness finally ended. Like, I was 19 and I kind of wondered if I was going to live long enough to get married and have children and everything. So I was feeling especially goofy. And my friend Jessica said that she and her sister had called this dating hotline, and it really is a dating hotline. Like, this was like before there was internet dating. And she said she and her sister tormented this dating hotline until they got kicked off. And the way it worked was men men had to pay to use it, but it was free for women. And I thought, that's just so sad. It just says a lot. That women aren't going to pay to talk to men. I mean, I didn't know what to think at first. I was like, oh yeah, dating hotline. But Jessica does this thing she calls her Satan voice. And I wish I could imitate it well, but she can like yell with that voice. And so she got kicked off of the dating line with her sister because she she was saying things like, "Do you want to talk to Satan?" I can't say it loud. So she was saying, "Do you want to talk to Satan?" over and over again. And you don't well, you have a choice. You can leave messages for each other or you can chat live. So of course, I was leaving messages because um there was a high chance of laughing. Um so what happened was there were two phones in the apartment. My friends went in the other room and listened to me talk to these guys, like leaving messages back and forth for hours. Like seriously, most of the night. We stayed up almost all night long. And one guy was reading really bad poetry. His name was Seth, which is really weird that I remember that because that was over 20 years ago. What's in my hair? I don't know what that was, but I didn't like it. Um, anyway, uh, you know, they really didn't know anything about me, and I was saying stuff like, when Seth was reading poetry, I left him a message that said, "Stop the rhyming and I mean it. Anybody want a peanut?" And then he leaves a message back that says, "What are you, some kind of comedian?" Yes, I am. So I was doing the sultry voice all night, and my friends are in the other room just dying. And yeah, there's a little more to this story. But yeah. I felt slightly guilty later that they probably really were looking for a date and I made them pay um, for the difficult time I gave them. But I wasn't as terrible as Jessica, who just asked them if they wanted to talk to Satan. So, Ellen, you're coming over for dinner? Sweet. All right, catching up on the chat. Oh, yeah. So that night, so I had lost a crazy amount of weight from throwing up for months. And I was telling my friends, yeah, I'm a size 3-4 now. And whenever I went shopping, in my mind, I was still my regular size. So I would get things that were way too big and kept going back for smaller sizes. And it was just really weird to me. Um, so my friend was like, "Nuh-uh, you're like the size of my tiny roommate now." And I'm like, "Well, prove it." So her roommate was gone. And so I put on her outfit, but my boobs had shrunken too. So it was like this kind of one-piece outfit, kind of like, it was the 90s. It was like culottes, like a one-piece culotte sort of thing. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. So then I stuffed it with socks. I do have a video of this, but it is not digital. I have it on VHS. Um, and oh yeah, Jessica curled my hair, spent hours curling my hair. And then I talked to the dating hotline guys after that. And none of them were pervy or anything. They were just weird. um, so I did my makeup and then I did a dance to Roxanne by the Police. And I kept doing one take after another. It was like this, very improv-y sort of thing. And at one point I run into the television and I am laughing my butt off and we start over. And my friend Candace was going, "Slut dance, take 3. Slut dance, take 4. then after that, I was arrested. Hi, Jackson. You want to be a mod? I'm not familiar with you, and I don't know how to do a mod thingy from my, oh, some crows, my tablet. Oh, you couldn't hear what I was saying over the train? Sorry. So, I'm not sure if that video will ever end up on YouTube, considering it's on VHS. And plus, a large part of me does not want to share it. So, and I would have to blur my friends. And there would probably be a copyright issue with Roxanne by the police. It might get blocked. So we had a directory for a while of the rules for all of the various songs, and YouTube got rid of that. And so now if we want to use music in a video, it's like a second train, we have to just kind of take our chances and see if it gets blocked or not. Can you hear me? Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night. Or whatever, I don't know. Roxanne. Hi, Anne Marie. Oh, hi, Dee. Dee, did I not say hi to you? What else was I going to tell you about that night? That mostly covers it. Oh yeah, then I got home and I told my sister about the dating hotline, and then she insisted that we call it again when I got home, which we did. And one guy wanted to live chat with me. I told him I was going to meet him at the mall, and he's like, well, I'm not going to believe you unless you actually talk live with me. And I said, you're just going to have to trust that I'm going to be there. Bye. So, yeah, that's about as mischievous as I've gotten. Eddie Murphy sang Roxanne. What is... It sounds like we have like 3 trains going by. What's the deal? Roxanne! I should do like an opera version of Roxanne. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night. Roxanne. I just ruined it. Yeah, Heather's a mod. She's kind of drunk with power a lot. One time she banned like 50 people in one live stream. Just kidding, I've never had 50 people on one live stream. So, I I brought out my loaded questions game. Is it 7 o'clock yet here? No. Oh, wait. Oh. Let me go check my pot roast. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Here, look at my, you can look at my yard. There we go. I'll be right back. I'm back. Turns out it had 17 minutes left. So my husband is going to remove it from the oven if he hears it beep, which he usually doesn't. Alan, you've had to ban people. Jackson, I was just kidding. Heather doesn't ban very many people at all. Because deep down, Heather's really nice and she loves people. You would love to live by a train? The train was like one of the reasons why I maybe didn't want to live here. Like I got on Google Maps. Is there a bug on me? And I was like, what is that? Because I was looking from the satellite view. I'm like, trains, no. And I was pregnant at the time, and I thought, what if it wakes up the baby every single time it goes by? It's hard enough when you don't have a train. But it ended up being okay. Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, I had a spider mite right under my nose. They're so annoying. Heather, it's okay to admit that you're kind of nice and like people. It's all right. Oh. So I brought out my game, loaded questions. I just wanted to ask you guys some random questions. I don't really do Q&A so much. I like to ask you questions. So. Oh, this is fun. What fad did you pick up that you are most embarrassed about? For me, it would have been the 80s bangs and the hours I spent trying to get my bangs to go right, only to realize years later, wow, I spent a lot of time making my hair look stupid, you know? So this is the game. This is like our favorite game. It's really fun to play with people you know really well. Okay. What fads did you go along with? Did you wear stirrup pants? Did you tuck your pants into your socks? Lots of fun trends out there. Oh, there are ASMR channels with train sounds? Oh, I could set up a camera out here and become really rich making ASMR. Okay, what fads did you guys go along with? I hear a bee. Not the nice. Oh, go. High heels and blue jeans. Heather says I was a dirty, grungy little kid in the 80s and early 90s. I was total trailer trash. Okay, who else has a fun answer? I'm not moving on until I get 5 of you to tell me your secrets. Heather's proud of it. That's good. You're not so proud about liking people, though, are you? No. What other fads did I go along with? Um, there is an ant on. Get off. Heather does need a channel. I had jelly shoes for a while. Oh crap. Did you see the hummingbird? Oh, dang it. I was trying to get you a view of the hummingbird. Stop doing that. Afro perm in the late 70s. Oh, I had a bad perm in 5th grade. And then I decided I wanted a perm again in high school. It turned out really bad, and I promised my friend Candace I would never perm my hair again. And if I ever thought about perming my hair again, I made her a solemn vow that I would call her so she could talk me out of it. So I just wanted wavy hair, and it was pretty long at the time. And the stylist said my hair wouldn't hold, so she'd have to do a spiral perm. And I said, well, I don't want my hair spiraling. And she goes, well, that's what we have to do. And then afterwards, she goes, okay, don't comb it because it will look wavy instead of spiral. I said, that's what I wanted. So I had it done, and then it immediately went straight from like here to about there. So it was like spiral and then completely straight. So I had to have them redo it like 2 more times, and it was fried. And when I washed my hair, I could feel stubble on my scalp. Um, yeah. Yeah, I had jelly shoes, I had Keds. Hi, Alejandro. Hi, Verna. Sorry about your internet, Verna. Did I say hi to everyone? I didn't officially say hi to Tamara. Hi, Tamara. That's awesome, Diana. Okay, I'm gonna find another entertaining question. What are your nightmares generally about? Tell me about your nightmares. Months ago, I accidentally fell asleep on the couch, and I don't always have dreams like this, but I had a dream or nightmare that someone was attacking me, and I screamed really loud in my sleep because I'm turning into my mom. And I don't usually do that, but I screamed and it woke me up kind of, and I thought, did I just scream for real? And then two of my boys came bolting down the stairs because the screaming stopped. That was what concerned them the most. They they said if I had continued making noise, maybe they would have thought I dropped something on my foot or something like that. But yeah, it freaked them out that I let out one long scream and then silence. So when I heard them running down the stairs, I thought, oh boy, I I really did scream. Hi, Suze Marie. How are you? Jackson, you've had a nightmare about tripping at an event? Or did you really do that? Oh my gosh. Art Lady says, I had a heat activated perm and they forgot me under the dryer. Lost all but 1 inch of hair. Oh my gosh. Hi, Denise. Welcome back, Crystal. Tamara says I had 2 or 3 permanents. The skunky stink. I bleached my hair once because I wanted to look like Amy Mann. I know Amy Mann, not personally, from Till Tuesday. Hush, hush, keep it down now. Voices carry. That's the best song ever. So she was on an episode of Portlandia, and it made me laugh so hard. They have the most awesome cameo appearances for a show that maybe isn't that popular. There's another funny one that has Eddie Vedder on it, and that made me laugh my butt off. Oh, but you turned out as a strawberry blonde? Sad. And the episode with Amy Mann also had, I don't want to ruin it. Um, if you have access to the show Portlandia, go look up which one has Amy Mann. So in this skit, she is a cleaning lady, but she's playing herself. So it's not like she's on playing a different character. She's actually there as herself, as is Eddie Vedder. Thanks, Suze Marie. I am hanging in there. I also have nightmares about my teeth falling out sometimes. It's fun. Worst dream, being on a boat / ship, big explosion, me ending up in the water with sharks circling, 2 guys on a board picked me up just seconds before a jumping great white came at us. Yeah, that's not fun. Another thing, oh, bye, Jackson. Sometimes I'm not sure if I'd rather have a nightmare or a good dream that turns out to not be true. Portlandia is a show that makes fun of Portland. Crystal says, worst dream, scary lady following me up a staircase. Ooh. I woke up not able to breathe, floating above my bed. Scary! Was it like a sleep paralysis thing? Because I got that. I had crazy dreams when I was pregnant. So, when I was pregnant with my son Jared, our oldest, I always have dreams when I'm pregnant about going into labor prematurely. So I had a dream that I was like 5 or 6 months pregnant and I went into labor, and somehow my best friend sensed that I was in labor. So she came pulling up to my house and was like in a panic, like, get in the car. But she was there with her entire extended family, and they were getting out of the car like one of those clown cars in the circus. Like, just over 30 people got out of the car to make room for me. And then in the dream, my water was breaking like nonstop. And like in the dream, it felt like I was peeing. And thank goodness I was not peeing for real. I felt like that easily could have happened. And the doctor did an ultrasound and said that the baby was about 9 pounds, and said, we're going to have to do a C-section right now. I said, but he's not old enough. So they then did the C-section, and well, actually, it ended up being a girl who looked like my niece, and she looked like she was 3 months old, and they let me take a bath with her, and she was like looking at me and smiling and stuff. And then they said, turns out she actually wasn't quite ready, so we're gonna have to put her back in. It's like one of the weirdest, most vivid dreams I've ever had. All right, catching up on the comments. Music Logic says, I just walked around the block in bare feet. I haven't done something like that since I was a kid. I had flashbacks to summers when I was young where I would go weeks without wearing shoes. Yeah, we don't tend to do that here because of slugs. So if you've ever stepped on a slug barefoot, it's not something that you ever want to do again. It's like the grossest thing, and it's very hard to get the slime off. So oh, Diana, you lost your teeth for real? What is... Get off of me. Crystal says, I had a fever dream about submarines that were spinning around, and I just knew they were pregnant and were going to have to give birth prematurely. Good night, Art Lady. All right, this is a weird dream I had when I was pregnant with Eric. First of all, we were having a hard time coming up with a name for him, and I had always planned on naming one of our sons Eric after my uncle, who I never got to meet. But then I dated a guy named Eric for a while, and that like ruined the name for me. So by the time we had Jared, we just couldn't name him Eric, and I just didn't even really think about it at that point. And so anyway, I had this dream when I was pregnant with Eric that once again I was by myself, and I went into labor, and I was like 7 months pregnant, and I gave birth on the couch by myself. And I was really worried, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to get him to the hospital. He's way too young. He probably won't be able to breathe on his own. And suddenly he gets up and he does this dismount off of the couch and sticks the landing, and he starts running. And he falls down, and he gets up again and runs some more, and he falls down, which is really funny because Eric is my resilient kid. Like, if my other kids throw up, they're like, you know, I have to lay down now, woe is me. Um, but Eric will throw up and just kind of, okay, I'll just carry on with what I'm doing now. Like when he was processing into the military the other day, he hadn't had enough water, didn't have a chance to drink any water, and said he was dehydrated. And he threw up and ate his dinner and moved on. Um, and he actually got sick when we were in Utah on his 8th birthday. We were doing a tour of Salt Lake City, and he threw up while we were there, and he still wanted to do the tour. So I think it's funny that in this dream that I had, he was so just, just get back up and do your thing. So anyway, I in the dream I thought, I guess I don't need to take him to the hospital. He's pretty advanced since he can do a dismount off the couch and stick the landing. And then in my dream, I named him Eric. And when I woke up, I thought, oh, yeah, that doesn't make me think about the guy I dated anymore. And that's when I decided, okay, we're gonna name him Eric. So thank goodness for that dream, because we were just having a really hard time thinking of a name. Diana, this is so terrible about your teeth. That would be traumatizing. Okay, let me find another question. Okay, fill in the blank. I've never been able to blank. Uh, hello, P. Hines. No, this is not live. Sorry. P. Hines, tell me something that you have never been able to do. Hi, Carol. Hi, Smile. Do I cook a lot? I kind of go through phases where I cook a ton and then I get sick of the dishes, but I love to cook. If I knew it were guaranteed that I would have a sparkling clean kitchen every night, I would cook something really great every day, but or most days. But it gets tiring after a while. Okay, Diana says I've never been able to sing. Tamara says I've never been able to understand sports. It's like a foreign language. Yeah, I kind of have problems understanding the rules of sports too. Like the scoring for tennis. I don't understand that. I just like to lob the ball back and forth. So, Ellen, you've never been able to skydive? I'm terrible at rolling my R's, and I can't curl my tongue. So my brother has that same issue, and I wonder if there's like a connection with that, with not being able to curl your tongue and roll your R's. I can do like a fake little flippy sort of thing when I'm singing, but if I were to learn Italian, it would probably be really embarrassing if I actually went to Italy, because I would probably sound like I have a speech impediment. And we had this guest conducctor. He's awesome. His name's Fabio. And he came and did a master class with us. And I actually asked him about that. I go, are there any kids in Italy can't roll their R's. And he thought it was so funny. But I was being serious. I wanted to know if there are any Italian kids who just can't roll their R's. What are the what are, like someone was telling me that if you say ladder, ladder, that can help, but it did not help me. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. Hello, Caller Radio. Thanks, Music Logic / baby. Crystal says she ate a genetic thing. Sad. Why did you do that? Ellen says curling your tongue is a genetic thing. You can't learn it. Either you can or can't. Yeah, I can't even like force my tongue into a tongue curl. So, yeah. There are worse things. It's not something you ever have to do in a job interview or anything like that. So, who cares, right? Oh, Smile says, when I worked in a bar, I would tie cherry stems, put them in my mouth, and let people think I tied them with my tongue. I thought you were actually going to say you did tie it with your tongue. I am positive I would never be able to do that. I would not have that skill, but I've known a couple people who could do that. My husband laughs at me that I can't roll my R's. Sing it. Sing er. Heather, that's really braggy of you to say. Thanks. I couldn't tie a cherry stem with my tongue to save even one of my children's lives, sadly. Ruffles have ridges? Ruffles have ridges. I said it. Okay, bye, Diana. Ruffles. That's as good as I can do it. Ruffles have ridges. That's it. It's good enough for singing something, but yeah. I love lots of Italian songs, but I always feel kind of dumb singing them just because of the R roll issue. Sad. Music Logic says, I have a blues song I wrote I'd like you to record. It's from a male perspective, but lyrics can be adjusted. Okay. Sounds fun. Smile got caught being a faker when it comes to tying the cherry stems when asked to tie 3 together. There's a bee flying around me again. Don't get me. I'm gonna try that number again. Ooh, I have some missed calls or missed messages. Oh. It's just the phone company telling me they're charging me. Not exciting.
Welcome to our voicemail system.
The
You have
voicemail
reached the
again.
mailbox of 7464. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, press pound or simply hang up.
Nipple! Sabrina thinks the word nipple is really funny. Where's the number for Eric Johnson?
Currently set up to receive calls. Please try again later.
I think that number got shut down. If only their numbers were forever, I could just bother them all day long. I don't know who this is that called me, but
Thanks for calling Microsoft.
oh, that was a spoof. That was when I got the tech support, and then they ended up hanging up on me, and I felt pretty devastated. Like, all I did was say hello, and then they hung up.
Try again later.
Well, sorry, I don't have a working scam number. Smile. I gave my husband power over the oven. I was like, listen for the beep. Oh, bye, Crystal. Heather says she can polish off a snack pack with just her tongue. What do you mean, the pudding? What do you mean? What's a snack pack? Oh, you're saying bye to Diana. Okay. Cool. All right, let me ask another question. If you were a city commissioner, what would you do to make your city better? I would definitely make a Chaz. I've been making fun of Chaz for weeks now. There's been some stuff there that was very not funny, but some things that were hilarious that I've considered putting on a t-shirt just because it made me laugh so hard. Are you guys familiar with Chaz? I know a lot of people are making fun of Seattle because of it. Okay, thanks for clarifying, Heather. Heather can eat pudding with just her tongue. That's talent. So, at first when Chaz started, they immediately went to the park and started a garden, which couldn't possibly survive. And then some homeless guys showed up and laid some cardboard on it. and like just a couple inches of dirt to grow things, which it was on top of a lawn. So not only would the stuff growing have to go through the lawn, this can't work. And someone tweeted, the homeless guys have built an autonomous garden within the autonomous zone. And just, oh my gosh, I was laughing so hard. And then, so there's been multiple shootings in, they call it CHOP now. So basically they were calling it Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. And then when they found out that claiming that it's not a part of the US could get them in deep doo-doo, they were like, never mind, we're called Capitol Hill Occupied Protest. We're not autonomous. And then they denied ever having said that they were autonomous. So that's pretty comical. But they had, so how many of you know what I'm talking about? You don't know, Chaz? Okay. So there were protests in Seattle, and that turned into a bunch of people taking over 7 blocks of part of the city of Seattle. Like they took some barriers that the police had set up during the protests and they moved that, and it blocked off streets, which, wait, no, we're not talking about Texas. um, anyway, it has created this situation where the people who actually live there, they can't get any emergency services to come in unless it's a life or death situation, because the protesters have decided the cops aren't allowed in that area. So there's a precinct there, and the cops have come and gone from that a little bit, but they are very unwelcome. And so when the area was first taken over, they put up a sign that said only cowards hide. And then immediately after this, they set up their own security detail. Oh, my brother's trying to call me. Okay. And then that had guns and stuff. So I'm like, wait. How can you guys say that cowards hide behind guns and then you create your own little security? Anyway, it's a long story, but there was a guy who was live streaming there all week, and a shooting happened while he was there, and he fell down and then he hid behind a barricade. His name's Sean Gui. He's on Twitch, and while he was hiding, this guy came up to him and yanked his phone out of his hand and told him, "You're going to delete this footage." And he had no idea he was live streaming. So he takes it and he tells the guy, "Hey, James knows who I am." James is the supposed head of security. And so neither one of those guys know it's live streaming. And the part that really cracked me up was when it caught their private conversation that they were having about the situation. And I'm like, what is this, the 70s? Because James says, "You've seen firsthand now, and this is why I need your cats on deck." And like, no one knows what he means by cats, but it just sounded like almost sounds like he's an undercover cop who's bad at being undercover, and and the other guy who's called Oscar, he says he was supposed to have some guys there, I guess, to help with security, and he says they were supposed to come today, but they couldn't come because it's Father's Day. And that just, I was seriously crying with laughter, because, oh, you have some tough guys that are supposed to come help you. They can't come because they're hanging out with their dads. So they talk a while longer. Oh, and this is when the guy says, I'm gonna talk with the mayor tomorrow, which that doesn't sound really great. Oh, you have an in with the mayor. The mayor's been like, don't worry about it. And now she's realizing it's a problem, and they haven't been able to get control of it yet. And there's a bunch of people suing the city who live there, have businesses there. And so, anyway, they're talking about the phone, Sean's phone, and the guy says, there's something weird about this phone. And so James, the head of security, picks it up and he's looking right into it. This is the other funny part. It just sounds so dramatic. He's looking in the camera going, he says, this is the default wallpaper. This phone's been freshly reset. And not everyone does custom wallpaper on their phones. And then he says, this was planned. And that's when he says, oh, he has a bunch of DMs coming in. Oh, a bunch of Twitter notifications. And then he says, oh, this is live streaming. Click. Then he shuts it off. So these two guys who are committing all sorts of crimes, they've gotten really good shots of their faces. And it is just hysterical to me. And so I was talking to some people on Twitter where we're doing some cat memes and stuff because of the I need your cats on deck. I don't know why that's so funny, but it's funny to me. Hi, Pineapple Princess. I seriously want to put the stuff on a shirt. I need your cats on deck. Who says that? And you know, I've had friends say, oh, I was down there, it's peaceful. They're there during the day, and people say it's like a street festival. But then I've seen footage of some violence down there. But anyway, Anne-Marie, my husband's in charge of the pot roast, so it's good. But I do have to go because my brother's trying to call me, and if my brother's calling, then it's probably pretty important. Smile, yes, Seattle, it's gotten really crazy, and I didn't even get to the part. What the heck? There's this rapper named Raz Simone, and you know, people spread all sorts of misinformation, and even like, you know, the news gets stuff wrong, just on all sorts of media outlets. So I always go and look up stuff myself, like, okay, come on. Like I see these screenshots of evidence that the city of Seattle gave an $83,000 grant to this rapper named Raz Simone, and he's there at Chaz in a Tesla, and he's handing AR-15s to guys who don't know how to use them at all. And plus that's illegal. Like, you can't transfer guns to people in our state. We have like newer laws that have happened, and yeah, you can't do that. So I found the link, and sure enough, yes, he has a company called Black Umbrella, and they gave him a grant for his music studio for and that was just 6 months ago. So that's kind of become a scandal, and we're like, hey, Mayor Jenny, what's up with this? So this guy, like, they say they don't have an official leader at Chaz, but you know, they have the alpha males who have kind of made themselves leaders. So that's a whole interesting thing. Hi, Barbie. Yeah, that's just, it's weird. Like $83,000 for a music studio? And they justified it that because it would also serve the community in some way. And I don't really want to comment on the video he made because it's kind of disturbing. But anyway, yeah, I didn't watch um Netflix for a couple weeks because I'm constantly like, what's happening at Chaz now? And oh my gosh. And yeah, once I saw the thing about the cats on deck, oh man, it is so funny. Well, slash not funny. Like, I'm really irritated about the situation and that it's been allowed to happen. But, and then last night something terrible happened. I won't talk about it. I'm not talking about sad things. Um, but yeah, that situation needs to get under control. Uh, oh, bye, Barbie. Oh, Pineapple Princess says, I'm former law enforcement, now retired, and want to hide in a closet. I am so sorry. It's. Oh, guys. Where'd it go? Oh, the hummingbird was back. Dang it. Sorry, I was trying to show you the hummingbird again. Fail. It was a tiny one. Yeah, so I have a relative in law enforcement, and that has been making me feel stressed out. Yeah, Tamara, if they don't make a movie about Chaz, I'm going to be very sad. What's new, pussycat? Whoa. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they win the class action lawsuit. Of course, that also comes from the taxpayers. Um, it is crazy. So, yeah. I'm catching up on some comments here. And it's really crazy down in Portland. Just like nonstop. Stuff like, so there's the Justice Center that has, hi, I'm live streaming. The Justice Center has the jail inside, and protesters have been demanding that everyone in jail be let out, which is obviously not going to happen. And like the first night of protest, they set the Justice Center on fire, and that was extinguished. And then they put up a fence to protect it and keep distance between the building and the police. And then the fence seemed to be a source of contention, so they decided, okay, we'll take the fence down and see if that makes them happier at all. But what they did at that point is they locked the doors from the outside, like they took bike locks and used that to hold some doors closed from the outside and set a fire nearby. And that's happened a couple times where they're trying to trap people in the building, and they even took the rolling garage door to the parking garage. They tied that down, tied it to a fire hydrant. So I saw pictures of this on Twitter. So if you follow Portland police, you'll see some interesting things. So, yeah, it's scary and a little stressful. But Chaz has had a lot of funny things to offer that make me laugh. But yeah, but you know, it's gonna have to end. Oklahoma weather. Sorry, I don't remember the words. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Oklahoma every night, my honey. Is it honey lamb? Honey, lemon, I should know these words. Okay, I have to go. I have to see what my brother wants. Thanks so much for chatting with me. Um, hopefully I can do some calls live sometime. Is it honey lamb? Okay. I'm always second guessing the lyrics that are in my head. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for letting me laugh about Chaz. And go read about Chaz. You'll be entertained. Okay, bye.